let's look at S-CP.B.8, worksheet number 1. This is all about the AND statement, and we've kind of covered this in different places, but it just basically means the probability of A and B happening. Now that actually often brings our probability down, because not only do you want A to happen, you want B also to happen. So there's this conditional connection there that kind of makes that probability get smaller. And there are two things that could happen basically if you're in an independent relationship where the two things that you're doing don't impact each other, like rolling a dice and picking a card. They don't have anything to do with each other. Then it's just simply the probability of A times the probability of B gives you the probability of A and B, the AND statement, both of them happening. Now if you are in a situation like this but they are not independent, you get the probability of the first event times the probability of the second event given that the first has happened. So this says that something's changed here and I needed to adjust that second probability because a marble was kept or a card was not replaced or whatever it was. And so the two of these get multiplied together to give you the intersection. So often when that second one is changed, it's not an independent environment because something happened. Let's show you what I mean by that. This is very simple mathematics. It basically says, what's the chances of getting a red and then a green? Chances of getting a red are 4 out of the 10. Now it says the item was not replaced, so what's the chances of this environment here? Getting a green now, there are still 5 green, but there's 1 less marble. 20 out of 90 is the probability of red and then green without a replacement there. Here I want a green, that's 5 out of 10 first, and then a black, which is a 1 out of, but it says to replace the marble, so out of 10. This would be 5 out of 100. What about this one, the probability of green and green with no replacement? Chances of getting a green is 5 out of 10. Now, I didn't replace that green, so I have 1 less green and 1 less marble. 20 out of 90 would be that probability. So the AND statement's quite easy. It's a multiplication relationship. If they're independent, it's just the probabilities multiplied together without much thought. If there is something that alters that, and it usually is the non-replacement clause, then the second probability gets adjusted accordingly. So this one got adjusted. This should have been 5 out of 10, but because we kept the marble. This one should have been 5 out of 10, but because we kept the marble, it got adjusted, and so on. The AND statement's quite nice, and you'll get the hang of it, I think, with a little practice.